Steve Bowers and
Janet Wilbanks.
welcoming you to this virtual Six in the City on the day when the Chamber has launched a brand new shop at home emphasis that they plan to carry through the end of this year. So be sure to check in with that with the Chamber. Exciting things happening. But Janet, we have a full show today. Who all is coming on this program?
Yes, we do, Steve. Today's entertainment is our singer, songwriter, and co-owner of Third Eye Curiosities, Hunter Cross.
All right.
We're gonna hear him performing today, and then talk to him later on in the show about an event coming up called Crew Fest. Then we're going to talk with Lifeline Blood Services, Cherie Parker. They have critical needs for all blood types right now.
Okay.
First time appearance, Bill Hickerson. He's the
Okay.
executive director of West Tennessee Regional Arts Center. We're going to talk with him. And then Pastor Marcy Hendrick will be joining us to talk about an upcoming Day of Hope in November that they've got scheduled. Then we'll talk with Dan Rodenbaugh, and I hope I didn't ruin his name. He's with the Combat Veterans Association, and they're ready to start Christmas shopping. And
Okay.
I think that's it. I think
Okay.
that's got the hour packed.
All right. So we'll have Hunter Cross as noted coming up a little bit later with us. So it's good to have everybody here. We're entering a special time of year. There'll be a lot of activities between now and the end of the year. And another symphony coming up in November, hopefully Christmas pops in December. So a lot of things on the calendar, but the calendar has changed, and Pastor Marcy is going to acquaint us with that. So we got a lot of things to do. We'll start with Cherie Parker. That's coming next on this Six
Six
in the City.
It's still hard to think that your child had cancer. The thought of them not being here, it was terrifying.
Going through treatment for cancer can be quite difficult for patients. That's why platelets are so vital.
When he would get the platelets, he would perk right up. Just so thankful that somebody had taken the time out of their day to donate platelets.
Please help give them hope and the strength to carry on. Donate platelets.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
And you're up. Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to Six in the City. Cherie Parker from Lifeline Blood Services with us. We've talked about we're entering a special time of year. It is a busy time of year, and we've had a challenge with blood donations already this year. Blood supplies have been low. The blood demand is back. Hospitalizations are back to census and elective surgeries and everything else. So we've been through a lot of transitions. But blood donations have been a challenge. And Cherie, I take it they continue to be.
They do, Steve. And I just want to say, first of all, thanks to everyone who is still responding and listening to the needs, because we have kind of changed things, just like everybody has. And so to adjust to the companies and schools that have not allowed us to come for obvious reasons, we've had to call on other places to let us come and have a blood drive. And places have been willing to let us come, but then the challenge is to redirect those donors to those other places. And that's why we rely on folks like you guys and lots of our local media and direct marketing folks to, hey, reroute the donors. I mean, we couldn't come to your company, but now we're coming to the Kroger or we're coming to the Piggly Wiggly. So you're hearing a lot about different community blood drives, and it's very important that we have people to respond to those community blood drives, because that's the only way we're going to get the blood that's needed for the hospitals.
Cherie, we got specific needs right now?
We do. as usual, our O situation is very tenuous, if you will. We do need extra amounts of O positive and O negative. Also, the other types are in need too. We don't always see a big drop in these, but we are seeing that now. We just really need everybody. I know it's the same old story, but yet we're low on O positive and O negative, but then those other types, B positive, B neg, A neg, they're falling right in behind in line there. And, you know, it's an ongoing thing. As we've talked before, blood does have a shelf life and expiration date. So we got to keep it going, keep it flowing, if you will. But I just want to encourage people to keep on keeping on, just like everybody is. Giving blood is essential. You hear about the hospitals and lots of other things. Yes, healthcare is going on. People are still being treated for different things, even during this pandemic. So we must make sure blood is there.
Okay.
And you guys are open Monday through Saturday, is that
Yes,
correct?
we are. We are Monday through Saturday at 183 Sterling Farms Drive here in Jackson from 9 to 6.
Okay.
You don't have to have an appointment. You can come in if you want to. We encourage appointments, but you don't have to have an appointment.
Okay, so got a break coming in. Now, there are no blood drives in Jackson this week outside this, but they'll be coming.
Right.
What's the best way to find out about the blood drive schedules, Free?
We've got on our website, we do have an updated website that we have a monthly calendar of upcoming blood mobile drives all over West Tennessee. And it's lifelinebloodserve.org. And there's now a little icon right there when you search and pull it up. It says click here for the schedule. So also I want to remind everybody that until the end of the year, through the 31st of December, we will be continuing to check every donation. Part of the testing will be for COVID-19 antibodies. And so if you are, if you're healthy and well and meet the requirements for a blood donor, your donation will be checked. And if you test positive for that antibody, then we'll contact you, and maybe the next time you're eligible to give, you'll be able to give plasma. The convalescent plasma is used to treat critically ill patients. So a lot's going on, but healthy volunteer blood donors are needed now.
Sheree, I'd also noticed that some of the criteria have been changed so that some people that had not been able to donate in the past are now eligible.
Yes, that's true. And I don't have that information right in front of me. I did the news release and we talked about it before, but just generally speaking, the deferral times for some of the long time deferrals, such as military service, time overseas in Great Britain and England and Ireland, those eligibility requirements have changed. Some of the travel to the United Kingdom and England, if you were in military service there, it's no longer a deferral. Some of them have been shortened. So check out the website. We've got an article there. Call us if you used to be in the military and you were deferred. You think, hey, maybe I can give again. Call us and we'll check that out for you.
Be sure to check with Lifeline Blood Services. A local volunteer donor base has been key to the frontline safety of blood services here in Jackson, West Tennessee for decades because of Lifeline Blood Services and because all of you that have been donors. So let's keep that up. Sheree, best in this holiday season.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank y'all. Good to see y'all.
We're back with more as we continue. 6 in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to Six in the City. And I can't believe we're saying this, but we're welcoming him for the first time in the history of this show. Bill Hickerson is with us. He's the executive director of the West Tennessee Regional Arts Center. And Bill, after all these years, it's good to have you with us.
It's good to be here, Steve and Janet.
Yeah, we appreciate the opportunity to visit with you. Bill, what is the history of the West Tennessee Regional Arts Center? How did it get started?
We're in a building that's quite historic. It was the former City Hall of Humboldt. It was erected in 1912. And then many years later, it was replaced by a new municipal building. And this was purchased by the bank next door, which at the time was Merchant State. And they were using it for record storage. And well, an employee who worked there at the time said they stored repossessed riding lawnmowers and lobbied all sorts of things.
I wonder where mine went. Yeah.
But it was, you know, quite a bit of upkeep for a building of that vintage. And the windows were falling out, the staircase was collapsing, the roof was leaking, pigeons were flying around. And thank goodness none of that shows these days because it was beautifully renovated starting around 1990, 1989.
Well, who did this, Bill? Who put this together?
Well, it was a group of local concerned citizens who, by that time, I think there was more of an appreciation for historic preservation. So the bank offered to sell, I think, the building back to the city for a very nominal amount if the building could be brought up to current standards for accessibility and fully renovated and so on. So it looks very much as it did in the old hand-tinted postcards from the 1930s, and we still have the iconic Humboldt Water Tower towering above the building, even though I don't think it's had water for a long time. But the idea originally was that the chamber office would be on the first floor as well as the history museum, which that's still the case.
Okay.
And Dr. Benjamin Caldwell, he's passed away a couple of years ago. He was a very, very generous man who was an OBGYN in Nashville. A lot of your viewers would probably remember his sister, Sylvia Hills, who founded the Mamselle shop and so on. But anyway, he and his wife were lifelong art collectors, and he, I think, was looking for a way to give back to his home community. And he offered several works of art from the several hundred, actually. I think it started with about 250 pieces of sculpture and art from just pretty much every genre. Because I heard him say on a recording of a show he did in Nashville back about that time that when he was growing up here, he liked art and he liked to paint and draw, but he said he just didn't have the experience of going to museums. He said his family would go to Memphis or Nashville, but it was for medical appointments or shopping. So his idea was that if he and his lovely wife, Gertrude, donated artwork, which they continue to add more each year for quite a long time, that it would make art accessible, particularly for the young people, for everybody in rural West Tennessee. So
you have a standard base of art that is always on display there.
Yes, we do.
And then special shows. What are your hours in
currently, I'm here generally 10 to 4, Monday through Thursday. As I said, the Chamber of Commerce is on the first floor, so whenever they're open, they open a little earlier.
You can also visit
Monday through Friday, so it's self-guided on the first floor. Okay. And of course, we've, with everything or so much being virtual and dealing with this pandemic, it's been a challenging year. The last public event that we held was the Tennessee Art Education Association's West Tennessee Regional Student Art Exhibition Awards reception, which was back in late January. So as I'm sure you know, the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival, which has been going here since 1932, except for 2 years during World War II when it wasn't held, had to be canceled for the first time since World War II. So, of course, along with that went our invitational art exhibition. So we hope we'll be able to do that again next year. And that gives us a chance to feature works by West Tennessee artists and choice sampling of their work and have a juror come in and talk about the work and so on. And it is an official event of the festival. But we were absolutely delighted that the Tennessee Watercolor Society, which we've been working on their exhibition, which is only held every 2 years, and the full exhibition was going to open here at the West Tennessee Regional Arts Center in July. And anyway, it was very iffy for a long time. A lot of the big watercolor curated exhibitions have been completely online, but we were
Bill,
able
we're gonna
to host that.
break in here. We're gonna continue
Sure.
this conversation. Bill Harrison's with us, the West Tennessee Regional Arts Center. We're gonna continue to find out more about that and where we go from here, particularly as we head toward the end of the year. We are delighted to have this young man with us. He's been a guest of ours for many, many years. He's continued to develop artistically. He's got a special event coming up we'll talk about later. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Hunter JoJo Cross. Hunter.
You're tired, you're gray, all the flowers in your hair have died. The sound in your ear still ringing from the night before she sang. Confirmation of the dreams I dream, all the rivers have run dry. Shut out the words that set you free and just wave your hand goodbye. 2, 3, 4. All my love is sweet surrender. All my love is painted gold. I'm your lover, I'm your pretender, yeah. I'm your morning star to home. Your time has run out, still holding on to what you believe in. Lord, I never had no doubt what your colors were on the inside. Burning all your bridges, now you're giving up your ghost. See the stars that grant you wishes, but you ain't nothing but the host. All my love is painted gold. All my love is sweet surrender. All my love is painted gold. I'm your morning star home. Yeah, yeah. Oh. All my love is sweet surrender, yeah. All my love is painted gold. I'm your lover, I'm your pretender. I'm your morning star to home.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to 6 in the City. We will hear more from Hunter JoJo Cross in this segment, and also we'll talk to him later about a special event that he's got coming up as we head toward the weekend. We're continuing our visit with Bill Hickerson, who's the director of the West Tennessee Regional Arts Center, which is located in Humboldt. and it's in a historic building there. And so, Bill, right now you're welcoming people to come and visit.
Yes, we are. I was just telling you about the Tennessee Watercolor Society exhibition that we were able to, pardon me, continue with that because we asked people to make reservations. A lot of that information is still on the website. So we were able to limit the number of the people in the space at one time. And we did, of course, we had masks and hand sanitizer available, but everybody wore masks. You know, they arrived with them, and they were very good about letting me do the no-touch temperature checks. In fact, one lady was here 2 days in a row, and I said, well, you're probably still all right. She said, oh, no, you need to take it. So we appreciated the cooperation. This is the month that we normally would be having the Bellwethers juried exhibition for collegiate art programs that we partner with UT Martin on that every year, but they did make the decision back in the summer to make that an online show. But what I'm particularly excited about is that we are going to have the 13th annual West Tennessee Regional Student Art Exhibition that will be here in January and February. And that's open to all middle and high school students in West Tennessee, whether they're in public school, private school, or homeschool art programs. And there are scholarship opportunities, prize money. The students get to see their work hang in a museum. And so that's been a very gratifying program that we do.
So you're located at 1200 East Main Street in Humboldt. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You have a website, maybe Facebook page with all of this information on it. Is that correct?
Yes, and yes.
Okay,
you just Google West Tennessee Regional Arts Center, and you click on the education tab, and that has all the information and the entry forms for the jury student art exhibition. So we're hoping to have lots of participation this year. I was a little concerned when there was so much discussion of what was going to be happening with the schools and how much would be virtual and so on. But all of the art teachers I've talked with said this will really give their students something to work toward and something to be excited about. So,
do they make the determination at the school as to which art they submit to you?
Each teacher, I believe, can submit up to 25 works, from up to 25 students. And then we'll have a panel of jurors who will view the digital images and make the selections for what will be in the show and which ones will receive awards, scholarships, and so on.
So that show will be that is scheduled for what time period? You said
it opens, I believe, January 18th and closes toward the end of February. The only question we have right now is whether the awards reception will be in person or virtual. Generally, it's one of our best attended events of the year, but we probably won't be able to have 250 people at once in our upstairs gallery. So we'll keep you posted about that.
In a normal year, Bill, you'll do how many special shows?
Oh, probably at least 6. And I think we could do more, and I wish we could do more, just like local art exhibitions that feature just one artist or 2 or 3. But we feel that we owe it to the Caldwells to keep their, the permanent collection. They were generous enough to donate on display at least half the year in the upstairs gallery and year round on the first floor. And there are 3 galleries, 1 large and 2 fairly small ones, but they are open, anytime the front doors are open. And it's
Bill, do you rotate that? You rotate those displays among the art that they left you?
Oh, yes. And I told someone I get bored. I think I never put the work back in the galleries the way it was before, and then people come in and say, oh, that's new, isn't it? And it had maybe just been on the other side of the room.
Okay.
But we do have pieces that still have never been displayed. So as I said, the Caldwells continue to donate art.
Oh, wow.
Some friends of theirs, Dr. and Mrs. Ewers, donated 80+ pieces a few years ago. They've since passed away. And Cheekwood was kind enough to share part of their collection with us a few years ago when they were sort of right-sizing their collection. They had like multiple certain Tennessee artists. And anyway, as I said, they were kind enough to share that. And that's also the Caldwell connection, because Dr. Caldwell's wife, Gertrude, was Gertrude Sharp, and her uncle, Walter Sharp, who founded the Nashville Symphony, he was married to Huldah Cheek, and their home was Cheekwood. So the Caldwells both served on the board of Cheekwood for quite a long time.
Okay, wow.
So if Dr. Benjamin Caldwell asked them to lend some works of art to his pet project in his hometown of Humboldt, they were happy to oblige.
Okay. Well, Bill, after all these years, it's a real delight to have you on the show. And Bill is also involved with the Sons of the American Revolution and is active there. If you want information about that organization, well, you just check with Bill. The website is what now, Bill?
It's you can just Google West Tennessee Regional Arts Center. It's WTRAC.tn.org. And I just do want to say one thing though. I was just a little surprised, not disappointed, but all these years I thought this was a game show, and it was all about trivia about Sex and the City. And I've been binge watching those old episodes for 2 weeks, and even watched that awful second movie they did. Maybe that's going to be a different program at a different time. Not really.
It's good to see you, Bill.
All right, it's great to be here.
Thank you both. And we'll talk again soon. Thank you very much.
Take good care.
Yes, Bill Harrison, the West Tennessee Regional Art Center in Humboldt, Tennessee. We're going back to the main stage. We welcome once again the very talented hunter, JoJo Croft.
Hey, little apple blossom, what seems to be the problem? All the ones you tell your troubles to, they don't really care for you. Come and tell me what you're thinking when the boat is sinking. A little light is blinking, and I will come and rescue you. Lots of girls walk around in tears, but that's not for you. You've been looking all around for years for someone to tell your troubles to. Come and sit with me and talk a while. Let me see your pretty little smile. It's in a little pile. Now I'll sort them out for you. Lots of girls walk around in tears, but that's not for you. You've been looking all around for years for someone to tell your troubles to. Come and sit with me and talk a while. Let me see your pretty little smile. Put your troubles in a little pile, and I will sort them out for you. Fall in love with you. I think I'll marry you.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I knew it hurt her.
My heart broke in half, and I felt like I was about as close to losing her as I was going to get.
And active addiction, you don't know what's going on. What I thought about was the little girl with the pageant dress on. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing these things. There is hope.
She found inside herself that she's way better than that, and she rose from it.
David. Hey, you guys.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, I must have touched a button somewhere, Janet. Shelby Fisher is with us, and she is with the Women of Hope, and they have a special day coming up November the 17th. So, Shelby, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
All right, so what's going to happen on November the 17th then?
Well, it's a big, big day for us. You know, we usually have a gala each year. It's our biggest fundraiser. And because of the pandemic, we are doing a virtual gala this year since we're not meeting in large gatherings.
Okay.
So we're going to try something new, but it's a big, big day for us. It's going to be based out of our Hope Cafe at 701 South Royal Street in our Hope Thrift Store. And we're going to have all kinds of stuff going from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's going to be kind of a come and go. And we're going to be serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner that day at the cafe. We have great, great food and great fellowship there. And we'll have remote radio broadcast on 101.5 and 91.3 from 8 to 1 that day. And our biggest thing is we're going to have a silent auction. And we have been given use of the old train depot, the train museum right down the street from us for that silent auction. Okay. So we're going to have a great, great auction that day.
Okay. So all that now the cafe and all is located where? How do you tell people how to get there?
It's at 701 South Royal Street, and it's where Royal meets South Highland, right there in the V. Everybody always sees our big barbecue pit under the awning. It's across from the Fire Station Training Center and right there near the fairgrounds.
Okay, all right. So you'll be operating that day from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. with
Yes,
meals
sir.
all during the day. All right, now tell me about the auction then that's going to be at the depot.
Well, the auction, we're so excited about it. I've been going around to local businesses. Of course, it takes a lot of money to run a place like this, and this is a great, great ministry. We help a lot of ladies here. It changed my life forever, and God works through us to change the lives of a lot of people, but it takes a lot of money and time and effort by a lot of people to support this place. It takes a lot of money to run it. We house up to 32 women at one time, so it's a 24/7, 365-day-a-year operation. And so that auction is what we're depending on. And I'm going to local businesses and asking for donors to donate. We like to get unique goods to their businesses. That way it's advertisement for them. And it also gets us some nice stuff to get some bids on. So it'll be online bidding that day, but we'll have everything set up there at the train depot for people to come look at and see what they're actually bidding on. So we're asking for monetary sponsors. We've got levels of sponsorship. And of course, you'll get advertisement for that. But we're just asking for people to donate unique items to their business that they think people will contribute to our ministry with.
So the auction will go live November 17th or before then?
On November 17th, it will go live that day.
Okay. And you guys are we're having you guys on Six in the City that day to perform pre-recorded music, but we're going to be programming through our show that day as well, promoting.
Yes, that's different for us. We're used to doing the big gala and having the girls there singing and dancing live, but it's going to be great this way. God's going to work through whatever we have, and hopefully it'll be a big day for us. We're looking forward to it. We can't wait. And we also, of course, I'm the cake baker here. I hope you've had our Hope Cakes, and if not, you need to try one. We have Hope Cakes, and our Hope Muffins are for sale all the time at the cafe, and I bake those. So we're also taking orders for our Hope Cakes for that day. We hope to sell a lot of Hope Cakes. I'm ready to bake.
Okay. So how do people order those, Shelby?
Well, you can order them. You can always call the church office, but the best way is to call my phone directly, and my number is 731-343-1909.
1909. All right, 1909-343-1909. Now, the bidding that is done will be done that day then from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. on everything that's in the depot.
Yes, and the bidding will be online. We'll do the bidding online only, but they can come look at the merchandise there at the depot in person.
Okay. So what will be the address or connection point that day? Bidding?
I think, I'm not even sure, I should know this. We have a Facebook page, and I think we're going to do it off our Women of Hope Facebook page.
Okay. Shelby, talk for a moment about the Women of Hope. You said it was a life-changing thing for you.
Absolutely. It's an incredible ministry. I've been battling drugs and alcohol for about 25 years. And I got in a lot of legal trouble about 2 or 3 years ago. And I actually did about a year in jail. It was life-changing for me. And I surrendered everything there and started praying about what God wanted me to do. And he set my feet here at the Women of Hope. I met Pastor Marcy at a class there that I took called Life's Healing Choices. Judge Allen lets us use his courtroom for that. once a week, and it has about 20 women in each class. And it was an amazing experience. And I started praying and surrendered then and met Pastor Marcy. And I just knew that this is where God wanted me to come. So I was given the opportunity to come here. I had a 16-year prison sentence hanging over my head. Wow. And I was given the opportunity to come here by Judge Allen. I'm so grateful for that and for him and the way God uses him. And I came here and I have just been blessed. My family, I was pretty much disconnected from my whole entire family, my 4 children. I had lost everything, absolutely everything. And since coming here, I've graduated the program for a year. I work here now. I'm blessed to work here and bless the other girls, give them hope that was given to me. My family relationships have all been restored with all my children. I've just been blessed in so many ways, and I love working here. It's a great, great ministry, and it's a blessing to be a part of it. But it's life changing, and we help so many women. It's just an amazing place. The Holy Spirit's presence is so deep here, and it's very moving.
Okay. Now, you know why we do this, the Hope Center and the Women of Hope and the Hope Cafe and Store. That's November the 17th from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. Shelby, thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Continued best to you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
We'll be back with more as we continue. 6 in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Back on 6 in the City, Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks with you, and we're going to spend a segment here talking to Hunter JoJo Cross before he performs again with us. Hunter, always good to have you with us. Appreciate the opportunity to talk with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So what is Crew Fest?
So this is a collaboration with myself and Glenn Buckley. So I approached him about it, and he helped me formulate the idea for Crew Fest and everything. But essentially, this is going to be a benefit for our homeless community, our growing homeless community. I'm co-owner here at Third Eye Curiosities, and I see these guys and gals every day. And I actually lived in Murfreesboro for a little while, and they had an issue during the winter time with their homeless freezing to death. So winter is coming, and these people are still going to be homeless. So I want to do my part, and I'm asking the city of Jackson to help that, help me with this cause. Okay. Do you have any coats that you're willing to donate, non-perishables or feminine products, stuff that a lot of people don't actually think about? Please come by and donate that.
So how will this work? It's coming up this Saturday, the 24th, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So what's going to be going on?
Well, it's actually the same day as Record Store Day. And this will be the 3rd Record Store Day we've had this year. But this is happening downtown Jackson, 116 East Baltimore, at Third Eye Curiosities. And the doors open at 11 a.m. and we're probably going to have the party going till 7. And of course, I am encouraging social distancing as well as masks. I would say 98% of this is happening outside.
It'll be on the sidewalk there?
The sidewalk, yes, yes. And we're gonna have pizza, hot dogs, live music, Halloween costume contests. So it should be a fun time.
So that'll be from 11 until 7 this coming Saturday. How do you raise money out of this?
Correct.
Right. How do you raise money out of it?
Well, we're gonna take, yes. So 20% of the money made is going to Area Relief Ministries, as well as RIFA. We've actually got Mike Roby of Area Relief Ministries having his people come out and represent this event. So yeah, it's a collaboration with the community.
So is there a paid admission or donation?
Nope. No, this is
just bring coats, food
yep.
items, hygiene products, whatever you want to bring, and then participate and buy hamburgers and hot dogs and pizza and all that stuff.
All that stuff, yes, and records, vinyl records.
Okay, that is. It's a really interesting thing that vinyl is coming back, and I mean,
it really is. It's not as kind of crazy of a notion as you'd think, though, because it's just the pushback to the invisible media. I mean, we don't own anything anymore, and people do actually like to own art. They like to own music, and it's just a lifestyle, you know. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool lifestyle.
I think I've shared the story with you. I was in Franklin a few years ago at a vinyl store there, and I asked the proprietor, I said, "Who buys this?" He said, "Well, record collectors, obviously, are one." But he said, "Young people are buying this." And I said, that was my question. Why would they buy vinyl when you got digital this and that? And he said, it's holding that music and the album art, the liner note. He said it makes music tangible.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it's a whole nother experience. I mean, you're reverential to the music, you know. So if you want to get philosophical.
Well, there you go. Third Eye Curiosities at 116 East Baltimore Street, which is part of that new Southern Hotel complex and that whole area there. So you know where we're all on Baltimore Street. And that is this coming Saturday for Cruise Fest from 11 until 7. But you say especially donations of coats and products and everything else that people can use.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, we will keep all of that in mind. Oh, what are you working now musically?
Well, to let you in on a little secret, and I guess it's not so much of a secret now, I'm working on solo stuff. My name, Hunter Cross, but it's kind of cool doing this because I get to collaborate with all kinds of talented musicians. I just did a little one-off song with Oak Walker of Memphis, Tennessee, Oak Walker Music. And those are two young musicians. Victoria plays guitar, and she has kind of an Americana singing voice. And Ethan is a violinist, and he is phenomenal. I've really never heard anybody play like him.
Are you looking to release this soon, product, or?
Yeah. Still, I've got probably 35 songs that I've got to narrow down and figure out how I want to distribute them. But yeah.
Well, we're going to clear out the way and let you perform if you're ready.
Sure.
This is Hunter Cross.
So real quick, this song is actually a Skeleton Crew song. I'm releasing this one Friday. It's called Fail to Win.
Okay.
Sing it to me now. Truth unveils. Just can't seem to find your way home. Your army is home the line. Enemy prevails, and you cannot fight your way back home. Surrender the battle, forfeit the win. Around we go. Sing it to me, answers lie within. Surrender the battle, forfeit the win. Around we go. Sing it to me, fail until we win. Your army is home the line, but the enemy prevails. Weapons lie within to win this fight.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries. The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to 6 in the City. We're visiting with Dan Rodenbaugh, and he is here representing the Combat Veterans Association. Dan, good to have you with us. What is the Combat Veterans Association?
Well, they originally started about 2001 officially, and it's nationwide with many, many members. Our local chapter is 184 here in Jackson. And our main thing is vets helping vets, and we do numerous things, mainly to get veterans a warm place to stay and a warm meal. And one of the things that we do is we take children that get kind of lost in the system that are veterans and veterans' children, and we buy them Christmas, take them Christmas shopping every year. This year we've got 23 children, and it takes quite a bit of money, and we've raised quite a bit of money, but we're a little bit short. And so we're looking for some help.
How do you have people get involved with you? How do they find out about you or what you're needing?
We have a meeting, and of course they can get a hold of me, drodenbaugh@msn.com, or contact any of the members. You can contact any of us through Bumpus or through the South VFW, and donate or buy. We're having a cookout of Boston butts coming up that we're selling, and any of those things that could help. Like I say, the money goes not only to help the kids and give them a Christmas, and our Christmas shopping will be December 5th this year at the North Walmart. And so it's, we've done everything from getting veterans off the streets, get their power turned on. We've got them out of tents under their home. We've done numerous things, and that's our whole goal, obviously, is vets helping vets.
Dan Rodenbaugh is with us with the Combat Veterans Association. Jen, I'm sorry, did I break in on you?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So Dan, the shopping is coming up December the 5th, and
Yes.
You're looking for cash contributions, right, or buying gifts?
Yeah, you can sponsor a child for $200 is what we'd like from businesses, but any amount helps. Like I say, with 23 children, we let them shop and have a good time and a good Christmas, and it's pretty rewarding. If you go to our Facebook, CDMA 184, you can see some pictures of some of the shopping experience and some of the things that we've done.
Dan Roadbaugh is with us, and once again, his email is droadbaugh. It's RODENBAUGH, droadbaugh@msn.com. How long has this chapter been organized in West Tennessee, Dan?
You know, that's a good question I can't answer, but the overall, like I say, has been since about 2001. So we've grown quite a bit in the last few years.
Okay. Dan, there had to be a reason for this to start. Was there just a perceived gap in the services that were already out there from the Veterans Administration or from VFWs or whatever?
You know, I think it was veterans coming home and not getting around other veterans and knowing that sometimes you just needed that other person to kind of help. And then you knew veterans sometimes got into a situation, and then we have a suicide rate of 22 deaths a day average right now, and we knew that that needed turned around. And so the combination of all of it, it just started and it just grew. And like I say, we're nationwide now with many, many chapters around the United States.
Dan Roadbaugh with us, Combat Veterans Association, and the chapter here is 184. Is that right?
18-4, yeah.
18-4. All right, so 18-4 is the organization, Combat Veterans Association. They will do their shopping spree for children coming up December the 5th. So participation in that is encouraged now, so they can get everything lined up. And what is your Facebook page is where, Dan?
It's CVMA 18-4, and
okay.
You'll see it here in Jackson, and you'll see pictures and information and contact information.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, we will check that out and encouraging people to do that as well. Dan, very good to have you with us. Continued best in the work that you're doing here in Jackson and in West Tennessee. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. We're going to be back as we continue. Hunter Cross is going to rejoin us. Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks with you on this virtual 6 in the City.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother
and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to 6 in the City. Janet, it's always a pleasure working with you.
Thank you, Steve.
Good.
This is not my normal place, but
well, it's doing great. I tried to let you talk every once in a while, Janet.
It's okay. It's all right. I know.
We got a couple of things coming up. First of all, a reminder, we've got Friday Night Live, 2 more editions of Friday Night Live. We will be at TCA this coming Friday night as they welcome Jackson Christian. So big rivalry inside the city. We'll close out the season with the deciding game in the battle for the Commissioner's Cup. It'll be between Northside and Southside. That game will originate at Southside, and we look forward to being there. It is a busy time of year, and of course, blood services and all that, reminding us to be a blood donor if you can during this season, because holiday schedules are going to start disrupting that even more. But one thing that's happening, we got an election underway, and you say your mother went out to vote the other day and said, "Wow, look at the lines."
Yeah, actually, she went today, and lines were coming out both doors, and she just made a circle around the building and went home. So.
We will continue advance voting through October the 29th. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, 9 till noon this coming Saturday. The pace has been amazing. Over 2,000 votes a day coming in now. And so we, this morning, already had nearly 17% of the registered vote, not the vote that will participate. So either there's going to be a huge turnout on election day or everybody's going to vote in advance. I don't know what's happening out there. One thing the election office is reminding us of, they have expanded the hours on the final 2 days of advance vote, October the 28th and 29th. They will allow advance voting from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. those two days, and so we'll see how this goes. But it has been an interesting turnout in a situation where we really, other than the presidential election, we don't have a hotly contested race elsewhere in the ballot, except for District 4. We have a county commissioner's race in District 4 in this county, but other than that, it's being driven apparently by the top of the ballot. So we will see. Jan, it's always good to see you. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate our crew. And Hunter, it's great to have you with us. Don't forget Crew Fest this coming Saturday from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. downtown on Baltimore Street, right there at the New Southern Hotel and the location of Third Eye.
Wear your costume.
Curiosity, yeah, okay. Wear your costume if you can. Hunter, take us away. Thank you very much. This is Hunter Cross.
Thank you. This is a David Bowie song. I'm going to try and do it justice. We passed out upon the stair, spoke of walls and wind, and although I wasn't there, said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes, I thought you died alone, a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand, made my way back home. I searched for foreign lands, years and years I roamed. I gazed a gazeless stare, I walked a million hills. I thought you died alone, a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world.